EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. His first carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This defense for the Broncos, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 3. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Blue. Yellow, go. Go pink. Ready.
Looking to throw. Randolph. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Randolph. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
So
Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Randolph. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Here we go. Opposite. 3. Ready?
They try the left side here with Williams. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Broncos sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about guys slinging one downfield. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Ready?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for a penalty.
On the ready? Zoom black. Check, huh?
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Ready.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Ready.
Off play action. Randolph. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes is successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step it?
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Hines. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's able to get it to Coleman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to throw again. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 19 yards away. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Randolph. And he's got his man in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Obviously, Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to not get free.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Buchanan, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Green.
On third down, Randolph. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Newton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Coleman has it here right side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Coleman. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready, set.
Off the play fake. Randolph. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space. And
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Gregory Rousseau in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That's caught. It's Coleman. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. middle complete. It's Coleman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They picked up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready?
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Randolph. Flush to his right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Let's go.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Operating from the gun. Randolph. He sets to fire deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go back to the ground with Williams. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They run with Hines. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Second and 15. He finds his man complete. That's Newton. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. With his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Here we go, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on third down. Randolph. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
Set, hut. Check, Fury. Ready?
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. Andre Cisco there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Drill, 52. Drill, green. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, certainly seems Doc.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but oh no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy because of a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Randolph. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.